It was like forever since I recorded the last episode of Tavern Talk. So welcome back into Act 4, The Wake. Part 1 of Act 4, The Wheel of Fortune. From now on, I'm going to pace myself with this series because I did not realize how many acts there were. So I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna see if I can do like 2 to 3 parts in an act for each episode. And we got a crap ton to go with some insane story. Someone should go after Clay at some point. We'll need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say. You weren't there. Carolyn's right. We'll have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure. It's just a bit hard by this never giving up crap right now. If you know how to salvage all of this, feel free to share it with the class. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. Yeah, I figured. So what, do you just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That's exactly what got us into this mess to begin with. What? Your failure? No. The shite. Ambivalence? I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like being on losing horses. Of course, did enough pro bono today? How much will it cost to get you interested again? Oh, you can fluff right off. Elisha. What's up, Dave? I think this through. What would you even do? Where would you go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right. There won't be anywhere to go soon. Don't want to hear it, Innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must be easy, huh? All up on your high horse, watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you at Mercenaries card so much. Well, I got there in the end, did you? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying on us all this time was also just footnote for you. Hey. You always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve everyone that walks through those doors. If that necromancer shite walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Would you serve Alicia's murderer a drink with the same smile like you do for us? Hey, maybe he'd bring her corpse along. Good thing you'd already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending him? You should be just as pissed as me. So hold on, rewind. They allow piss to be in the wording, but shit and fuck. Not okay. Weird. That elf is gone because he couldn't even get over his own ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know. My drinks aren't miracle textures. They can't move my mountains, but they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decided to refuse them that help because you were petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. Maybe you should have thought harder for letting Fable walk away like that. God, I am regretting all the choices right now. What happened to believing in them? If there's even a chance that might come back, I'll keep these tavern doors open. Good to know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people will die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea for how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else can take care of your problems again. It just won't be me this time. Innkeeper, Carolyn, it's been real or not. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. Damn. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking I could just go see my family, but would I ever even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. I'm not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we have the element of surprise with your sword, we might... No, the sword can't save this world, and neither can I. It overall sounds like you're giving up. I need some hope. Fable, holy shit, you're alive! Am I seeing things? What happened to your face, though? You have horns? What happened? Fable? Hello, everyone. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. I'm back. Somebody pinched me. Ow. I said pinch me, not punch Carolyn. That wasn't a punch. I'll show you. Wait, it's really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird? No, it suits you. Looking badass, Elfie. Thanks. I like it too. I am so damn glad that she's alive. I've been beating myself up for a while. That I did not serve her a drink. I like the horns. They look very horny. Oh my god. Oh, I love this game. Throws you in deep with the emotions and then throws a funny joke there. Nope, that sounds wrong. You think? Let me try again. Take your time. They are very pretty. Beautiful. Effervescent. Do you need one of your own drinks, innkeeper? Well, what I really want to say is, I'm so glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. I'm really happy to see you as well, innkeeper. And there's so much for all of us to talk about. Wait, before that, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. I should never have refused to make you a drink, no matter what insecurities I was dealing with. I should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? And I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning to trust in the ability I know you had. It was hard to trust in you while the worry for your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No, you're my friend. If you'll still have me. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. I was upset at first, but most of all, I was afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if I ever wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, Inkeep, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out. And I'm happy I did. Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. That conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, Innkeeper. Worth it. But yes, you have to carry me for... Yeah, why can't I not read and talk today? But yes, you'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. I'll try my best. Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Kerr's axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it, but we have to stop him. Yeah, we already know. Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be good to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You got us at the edge of our seats. Yeah, I want to know what the heck's going on with the face and the horns. Well, as you know, I was searching for a melee around the portal to the Twilight Chasm. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. And even if I could swear I saw a shadow around the portal moving, or the fact that it's the entrance to the plane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal. How did that go for you? To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant, gangly creature roaming around, my heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. Eventually, I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I ran so far away from where I entered that the chance of finding any trace of Melly was almost zero. So what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Well, all the running and worrying got me so exhausted I must have just passed out. I was worried falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just this sense of disquiet and unease. Disquiet? But when I woke up, Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholy as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly close to my alcove where spiky mountains split the sky. I saw entrances to the tunnel that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me, and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel widened into a huge cave. And I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turned out somehow I had stumbled from the Twilight Chasm into the center of the plane, not the dragon, but in front of me was the sleeping form of the Elder Dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach Tavern. You mean the dragon that, if awoken early, will bring about the end of everything was awakened? Yes. Great, another apocalypse. Do we get double points for a combo? Wait, I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good, especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about this presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether to reveal myself or not when he began to cast a strange spell. The green mist started to coalesce around Ur's head, then their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence suddenly became stifling. Whatever strange vision the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. The roar must have shaken the whole plane. But while was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe, wrapped in their tail. There's a gut feeling that I just couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as he took hold of the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad it was hard to draw a breath. I knew at that moment should I try to fight him, I would die. I was by pure luck that in that moment shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. The undead creature used his bodies to shield him, shatter upon impact with Ur's claws. While the necromancer cast the same mist spell again, the spell connected with ease, giving him the precious second he needed to escape. For a while nothing happened, there was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, or blind to consequences, but I could hesitate no longer. For that necromancer was the was to use the axe for evil while I had the chance to stop him and didn't. So I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards Ur, begging them for help. Did you ask the Elder Dragon for help? Yes, it seemed like the only option at the time. How did they answer? With a riddle. Of course he did. Just like the other dragon type. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought my many, found by the lucky. It blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal delight. So close to death, unseen you find. What little mortal do I seek? I was never good at riddles. That's easy, I already figured it out. I mean, I'm usually good at riddles, but I have no idea. I was never good at riddles. I prefer a more hands-on approach. Just admit you don't have the practice. I mean, you're not wrong, Lynn. We have that in common. To be honest, I could barely think past all the emotions whirring within me. And so I just said the first thing on my mind. I told them how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Saving people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. And if you wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. And communicate clearly instead. Wow. You said that to their face? I got caught up in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by the rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, told me that all they wanted to do was fall back to sleep. Seriously? Okay. So I pulled out my lute and played the Elder Dragon a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to drop, they lifted one gigantic claw to my forehead. A strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose when I couldn't hold in my laughter any longer. I accidentally ate it. What? Before I could panic about wasting Ur's gift, their gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay with me from then on, and that their strength was their boon to me, to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. And that's all there is to it, really. So you got a blessing from a Elder Dragon. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. So possibly you're the only one that can take on old evil dude with the axe. I think that was plenty. That's astonishing. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. I mean, not really. They would probably shivered in fear. I think that this has Fable written all over it. I did forget to bring a cool trinket back for you. I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Oh? Elfie, are you saying you can actually produce dragonfire now? I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here, but I still have a long way to go. Ha! I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later, I need to get Freya right now. Oh, so they can craft a sword now with her fire breath. That's awesome. That was fast. Can't blame her. I heard you might have some dragonfire for me, Sword. Good to see you back in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes, maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's hard to say we've been given another shot. Right. If there's any smithing to be done, you know I'm with you. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? With the blueprint from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. It'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste. Right. I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on. Let's discuss it with others. Melly is a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe? Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust you'll have some quest locked and loaded for us. Top of the morning. Of course. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. Hell yeah, the plan's still on. Rest well, everyone. Oh, this will be simple. Cable was returned from their encountered with a mysterious ability, the power to create dragonfire. Hope it rekindles at last. To reach it, one has to go through a number of overly complicated rituals. Good thing no cleric would ever aid in something like that. A stranger has come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. Fight of hopes and dreams. All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Pleasure can still be stopped at the aperture. He's in the possession of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained dragonfire, we were able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil power. Hell yeah, dude. With that, we feed our little buddy, clean the tavern up, and blow out the candles. But, as I said before, we are going to be covering at least 2-3 parts of Act 4. So, let's continue to House of Hope after I take a drink of some decent coffee. Moving forward. Melly! Good morning. Good morning. You don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again. Likewise. Do you rest well? Not much, but well. We wanted to spend the whole night planning while Rhea worked on the sword, but Moon forced us to sleep. She's always valued nap time. Innkeeper, I've observed you put up quests for us. I did. And you even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper, very smart. I assume that means you all did too? Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything. What kind of team did you join? Fable's going to fight that big bad necromancer guy with her cool new dragon powers. And we'll be making sure the zombies don't eat people. Together with Baya and Archie. We'll evacuate the capital, and Zenith too. There shouldn't be any people around when this undead army arrives, other than our extermination team, obviously. That seems reasonable. With Baya's help, it should go quickly too. Right, first we wanted to ask her to teleport Team Cool Sword and the Aperture to the Aperture, but Baya says she can't talk to the trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird. Too weird for Baya? Must be some strange trees. Yeah, I really want to see them, but it's too dangerous, so I'll just wait until I'm older. Archie's going to help us convince the people in charge with the approaching danger. I'll help with providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And Dave will lead our group and scout out escape routes. And after that, we're staying behind for the battle at Dave. No, I'm staying with Melly. I'm bringing everyone to safety and protect them there. Not out of revenge. I trust my friends will deliver it for me. I do want the Necromancer to be defeated, but I don't want to leave Melly alone again even more. So you want to stay out of it. I want to live. Oh? Plus, Melia will need an assistant. I couldn't ask for a better one. Agreed. Now, I know you didn't put up a quest for the evacuation, but could you get me a drink for the road? Something tasty to motivate me. We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone mad. Sure. What joke are you trading this time? None. I've got something else for you. And what would that be? My real name. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's worth it. I'm all ears. It's Neil. Neil Burham. Neil Burmy? Burmy, I believe. It's a stupid name, I know, but I think I'm done pretending to be someone else, so Neil is it. I love it. Neil, it's cute. Can I give you a nickname? Neely? Neilchin? Nelly? Like Melly, but with an N? Nell. Neil is fine, I think. Nell. Or Neil. It suits you really well. Thank you, Fable. Such a nice name. Definitely earns a drink. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel edgy enough. we're gonna be kind. Such a nice name. It definitely earns a drink. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd make sure Neil is just as charming as Zephyr or Melchit or John then. I appreciate it. Yeah, the M one, I could not freaking figure out, dude. Alright. Charisma based. He didn't ask for anything special to go on it, so... let's go with something simple. Sunny Breeze. No? Broken Heart. One of his favorites. Crap ton of charisma. All the way to the top. A little bit of strength. And a little bit of defense. And you got Spoken Heart. Order up. Some additional charm. Not that you need it. This is delicious. Thank you. I hope This will make me more free, bearable to the townsfolk. I find you plenty bearable. Thanks, innkeeper. Yes, Fable? I've been meaning to tell you, thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you pushing me to go on that werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face her. You're one of the best friends I've ever had. Fable, I have to confess to make. I have a confession to make. Let me guess, you didn't actually know how to make hot chocolate? Actually, I recently learned how. Would you like one? You're trying to distract us. Yes, he is, but I'd still like one. I'll accept it when you're done telling us your secrets. I'll trade you your confession for the chance to make me a hot chocolate. I see I've taught you well. Alright. Are we actually going to tell him that we know the bad guy? Are we? This is Securities? Scarier than I thought it'd be. I know, but you can do it. That crazy necromancer. The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend. Thank you! Thank you for finally saying something. Granted, it's going to probably bite you in the ass, but still, it needed to come out. That makes sense. It does? Well, I always knew he was hiding something. And when I saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of the letter you refused to open. Yeah, that letter was kind of sweet, something evil. Considering the manipulating that he's been doing, let's go with evil. So, you two were friends? We were in an adventuring party together. It was us and 4 other Aquil, Agris, Alakane, and Kay. Oh, it's been ages since I've said their names out loud. We spent quite a few years together. What happened? They died. Our friends, they... Remember the other necromancer you were researching, Melly? Obviously, he is their reincarnation. Was I right? Not quite, but we fought her Araboisia a couple of times. Araboisia? I'm not sure. Please, guys, let me know what this is, if you know. She was obsessed with immortality and would do anything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She'd do something horrible, we'd stop her goons, she'd get away. We got so used to it that we became careless and arrogant. We didn't quite realize how dangerous she really was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went into our last fight unprepared. And my friends paid for it with their lives. Able to be honest, I thought that was what would happen to you when you went into the Twilight Chasm. That you'd be the end of you. He'd be the end of you. I see. I understand why you were scared. I just wish you would have told me. Me too. When we fought her, they all went down so quickly. Aquila got mind controlled and struck down Ale Clan, and Kea went down trying to heal Agus. Why did you have to make names so difficult? for a dyslexic guy. Agius? Maybe? We tried so hard to keep fighting despite it all, to not give up, and then suddenly they were all gone, and it was only me and Quasar. Quasar? Is that his name? Yes, Quasar Duskbringer. Is that his real name? Yes. Jealous? A little. He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from Tia's, but I guess Cassiopeia's servants have a failure for dramatic names. We got along immediately. We hated each other at first. Let's go with that. Disagreed on a lot of things, especially about religion. Because he worshipped Cassiopeia and you Leviathan. Oh, you figured that one out? This place has the Sea of Serpents written all over it. I mean, considering the coloring of the place, yeah, kinda. You're a very good detective after all. But yes, it made for interesting fights, but that somehow brought us closer together. And arguing about scripture was always kind of fun. I bet. But the other necromancer, Carabisia, that one, she died, right? So you defeated her after all? No. Yes. Well, Quasar did. When I saw my friends I was pretty sure it was all over, that we'd lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran, and I didn't stop until I was too far to go to turn back. I get that. Running's pretty easy when you're scared. And that must have been really scary to lose your friends like that. I did the right thing by leaving. But it wasn't right to leave them behind. I mean, I would feel pretty guilty to leaving them behind. I think it's okay to regret it, but I'm still glad you made it here. I wish I was less of a coward. We're working on it now. I'm trying. Suddenly there was an explosion of intense magic from where I had escaped from. I'm pretty sure he used the Soul Shatter spell to defeat her. That sounds shattering? Like something Hex would use. We stole it from the mad wizard back in the day. It was clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched. But he didn't. We didn't. We both wanted to study it, despite the warnings. And while the others were partying or getting into tavern brawls, beheading werewolves, we studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think either of us ever planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of powerful magic is a difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped and he refused to run with no other option left, he used it against her. And it shattered Kiraboy's soul. It clearly won him the fight, but it didn't bring them back. How have we never heard about any of this? We have, in a way. It happened 30 years ago. Yes. I was wondering why he opened the first sigil 30 years ago then waited so long for the others. I guess it was an accident opening the portals, I mean. That's what it did, right? With her soul turned into a portal? I think so, yes. And now he wanted to bring your friends back. We can all relate that right now. There's nothing I would have given to see them again, my old friends and Tia too, but the past has already happened and I can't change it, no matter how much I wanted to. I want to honor the love they taught me, the way they changed me, and the life I still get to live. They're worth so much more than only remembering the worst thing that ever happened to them. I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did. You are a little bit of a coward. You could have told us that at the beginning. I didn't want it to be him, I guess, nor did I want to choose sides. He's still my friend, even after all he's done. Even after he put on a Carapia's armor and abandoned his oath, I guess no one wants to accept that their friend has become someone unrecognizable to them. I'm sorry that happened to you, to the both of you. It feels good to finally say it out loud. Is that weird? Not at all. Do you think we can share this with the others? His name and the story, I mean? If you want to. I fear Lynn will crush me though. I'll put in a good word for you. Do you hate me now? Of course not. You're my friend. Our occasionally stupid, shady, and sad friend, but our friend nonetheless. And Quasar is your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if I had to fight against my friends. I'd like to think I wouldn't want to hurt them either. But you really do have to start taking our own advice. Your own advice, so I've heard. Thank you, Fable. You really are my favorite regular. Part of me still hopes he ends up surviving. Let's go with you're my favorite regular. Good, because you're my favorite innkeeper. I mean, if there is a way to save the guy and change his heart, sure, I'll go with that option. If it happens. But he's done so much harm. So don't go anywhere, okay? Not this time, I promise. Do I get a hot chocolate now, or are we going to be sad for another hour? I'll get you a hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. Hell yeah, we get to use Quincy's hot chocolate again. Hot chocolate. Still freaking amazing that they actually put Quincy's hot chocolate in here. A little bit of charisma. And a little bit of intelligence. Hold on. What do we need? What infusion did I use for this? I think it was this one. And a bit of intelligence. Hot chocolate, order up. Some sparkle on top. Use every infusion at least once. Nice. Here, a hot chocolate, Quincy style. This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombie shall stand a chance against my chocolatey veins. I have to go run through the garden now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable. I'll go with her. We'll check in with you guys after we've won. I like that. Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing? That sounds lovely. We can make some flour biscuits too. I'm very excited to try those. Be safe out there. You too, Neil. sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again. Thank you for sharing all of that with us, Innkeeper. I guess it was finally my turn to be honest. Do you think we'll win this? Yes, I believe in all of you. No, but I wouldn't mind a surprise. Yes, I believe in you all. You know you'll stop him and save us all. Especially when you're on the team. Especially with you on the team. You're a really good cheerleader. I know. And even if you don't come back, I'm still glad I got to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still coming back to pick up that quest. I need to check in with the others first, though. I figured. Thank you for everything, Fable. I couldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit. Be patient. I'll try my best. Oh, this will be interesting. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have returned. Welcome back to the tavern. Tavern. How are you two doing? Still clinging to those empty lines, are we? You can drop the act now and keep. We all know that you're not just a mere babbler after all. We told you the good news. We met this lovely little girl on our way here. A really chatty kitten. Maybe she has to overcompensate for the brooding old foster brother of hers. So you know about everything. Absolutely, history with the necromancer? For sure. I have to admit, everything makes a lot more sense now. I'm glad you came back. I think we've all made some mistakes in our pasts. Some of us married evil, others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what ye do now, Innkeeper. For example, how you help us fix your up from 30 years ago. I see you've already put up a quest for us. Good. You're not going to fight alongside Lynn? Oh, fight? Whom are we fighting? The undead army, you know, the one that's marching towards the capital? But who am I to be blamed then? Sounds like a wonderful strolling through nature. Huh? They're not strolling, they're eating away at the roots protection of the capital. That's not very nice. You got that right. And that's why we're gonna stop them. Very rare. Wow, I'm straight up messing my words. Very well, dear Rhea. Ye and your cape your cape will be a welcome addition to the team. There'll also be a few more adventurers accompanying us. Scully, Un, Jade, and Inko are going to join in on the fun. I'm hoping Jade is a little more less sour now. Inko, let's hope their chaotic ideas turn out well. They better. Saving this world and the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. Oh, don't worry. It is. Oh, don't worry. It might be just like a regular adventure. Fantastic. I can't wait to be of help to my dear Rhea. I couldn't bear losing yet another person so close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling. all too well. Will you both stop worrying before anything bad has even happened yet? That reminds me, did the sword turn out well? Well, excuse me, bargain, but I turned out spectacular. I was able to craft a flawless weapon, so deadly yet beautiful. Kara's Baba really passed an astonishing sword on to her. With the reverse opals and the blueprints those priests gave us, it's my best work to date. More than enough for the heart competition. And with the Dragon Fire little healthy acquired, it's also strong enough to withstand Ur's great axe. Already had handed my masterpiece over to Care. She's got to save this world first before I can win my competition. Are you sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself? Nah. I fought my fair share of undead. I know how to handle them. I'm better off at the capital, and the sword is better off with Kare's hands. It belongs to her Baba once, so naturally it's Kare's legacy. But there's one more thing he could do. Craving one last drink, Freya? You see right there through me. Anything specific you have in mind for today? Just a drink that won't be my last. Mix us something to help us return to the tavern after all this shite. Agreed. I would love to come back here with my dear Rhea just to reminisce. Very well. I have 2 ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence, so you can easily protect and avoid all attacks. I'd top it off with lotus flower for some extra iconic blessings. That'll be the drink for a pretty offensive approach. What would the other drink do? That'd be the choice if you want something less violent. A drink that'll enhance your natural charisma as well as up your defense. It also had some honey flower to make an extra persuasive. We'll be trying to collect some allies on the way, so we might need to do some convincing. An additional defense seems like a good idea, but smashing the undead creatures' heads together sounds more fun than talking to them. Not really much of a charmer, you know. Oh, I find you quite charming. Ah, shush. And we also have Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get undead heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here. Yeah. Your ex-wife will... Oh, I thought he was talking about... Okay. Never mind. Thought he was talking about the adventure we lost. Your ex-wife will be joining us? Absolutely. That's unexpected turn of events. So she's okay? Of course she is. That's a relief. Did you two talk it out? We did, and while there's still a long way to go, we started to rekindle? No, that's a... You know what the word is. Read it. I'll tell you all about it after we prevent a world calamity. I'm counting on it. I suppose having a powerful vampire countess on our side isn't entirely bad. But now, what about me drink? Have you decided on one yet? No. Both sounds reasonably to me. I'll leave it up to you. Charm or violence? What will it be? You better choose wisely. Thank you. That's only mildly threatening. Both seem like a good choice. Because the charisma one, we can actually go ahead and, hit I do real quick. And the charisma one seems like it's good to rally allies. But the other one sounds really good to actually defend everybody that'll be in town. So, I think I'm gonna go with the defense. Okay, so... Well, the offense, I should say. So that'll be dexterity and intel. Alright. Needs to be mainly at dex. With some intel. Or some decent intel, I should say. What do we got? Maybe that one? It's got some intelligence. Yeah, Swift Strike. Let's do that. First off, let's go ahead and... it's not gonna work, is it? Nope, it's not going to work. Last Whisper, maybe? Yeah, that should work. Yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead. That's already got set up. And all the dexterity. And a little bit of intelligence. There we go. Last Whisper. Just to make sure. Yeah. Order up. Drink master. Mix every drink at least once. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize we didn't make this one yet. I think a more physical approach fits you better. And you're quite charming already. Yeah, that's what I thought. Time to smash some undead heads. May you return unharmed. Be careful, you're starting to sound like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle. And pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, dear innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. Here we go. I'm back. And I see you brought Lynn with you. What a pleasant surprise. Good to see you too. We're taking this quest if you couldn't tell. I guess as much. You're not going alone, I hope. Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. Boy, Hex, and Grace will be joining us. We're keeping the team small because it will probably be really hard to get there. But I think Carolyn could probably defeat him all by herself anyway. I don't know. I think I work better on a team. I think we all work better when we don't have to go through terrifying experiences on our own. All part of the humanoid experience, I suppose. No philosophizing before a big quest, please. But I love my philosophizing. We know. Are you scared and excited? Scared, excited? Scared and excited. Yeah, both. But it's not the worst combo. We're excited for an epic fight and scared because we care about this world and each other. That seems like a good thing. I guess if I didn't care, I wouldn't feel so worried about all of you either. Good to be worried then, in a way. Though I could do without this feeling of ants running through my stomach. Me too, but I'm glad you care. Would you say I care, Lynn? Dude, I love the puns that are in this game. Okay, sorry. That new sword of yours, Lynn, does it have an appropriately epic name? I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it. And Lynn panicked. Said it's just a great sword. So now its name is just a great sword. Very creative. Luckily, the most commonly translated name for Ur's great axe is just a great axe. Wow, okay. So Carolyn's fits right in with the name convention. I know that, of course. I knew that, of course. Of course. So you've got just a great sword, unexplored dragon powers, a quest. All that's missing is a drink. A drink. I would be foolish of me to let you walk out of here without any help again. A little. I mean, you are a little bit of a fool either way. Don't think I'll just forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got it going on. We'll for sure be talking about that once we've stopped him. That's fair. Are you mad at me? No, I guess we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you were right. The past always comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer. I can handle the past as long as you guys promise to haunt me for a long while too. We'll give it our best. So, Fable, what drink shall he get us? Get you. Well, I think I should play to my strength, but I'm not sure which one I should focus on. On the one hand, dexterity will make me swift with a bow, and it always helps to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Void has been teaching me how to combine magic and music to support people. And I think a powerful pep talk or healing word can go a long way to so charisma could work too. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I like both of these sides of myself. Just to make me your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dexterity drink. A favorite drink for a favorite customer. Coming right up. So that way the party is evenly supported. Let's go with support. So charisma. Alright. Let's go with the sunny breeze. And might as well throw in a infusion. Let's go ahead with some decent amount of charisma. That's the invisibility one. Yeah. And now we need some dexterity. Alright, because it's got -1. There we go. Sunny breeze, order up. I think it's time to be own. I think it's time to own those magical and musical and magical talents of yours. After all, your charisma is what convinces Ur to help us. Maybe you can inspire to maybe. Will you put in a good word with Leviathan for me too? I already have. Thank you. Once I get back, I'll get to work on the jingle immediately. I can't wait. So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses? His arrogance, his devotion. He's ticklish. His arrogance. He still can't see himself losing. Nor does he think he has any weaknesses. And he can't imagine you have something equally important to fight for. But he is fighting for something that's already dead. You're fighting for something still alive. Maybe the most of it. Either way, best of luck. Thank you. Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass. Tell him I sent you. Try to be kind. Tell him I sent you. Ha! I'll deliver your cutting words myself. Dude! These puns of D&D. Do you mind if we wait here for the others? Not at all. Grab yourself the table and some, still, I don't have any snacks, actually. Don't worry. I brought biscuits. Well then, have some biscuits. I'll set up the table. Why don't you sell cookies? I was never very good at baking. Nor am I. I burn anything I try to bake. Even if I follow directions. Maybe you should. Hey guys. You can finally breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. The face and muscle have arrived. Yeah, that does say muscle. You're all safe. Saved. Hooray? Okay, I was trying to make this less awkward and I see I've made it worse. It's okay, boy. Some situations call for a little bit of awkwardness. I am Carrion Keeper, I'm sorry, it's okay. I get it. It's okay, I get it. I'd be mad too. I'm just glad you came back. Thank you for welcoming me back anytime. Yeah, Clay, listen, I'm sorry too. You needed us and there's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thank you for still being here for me when I came back. Anytime, bud. How are you feeling? Not the best. I miss her a lot. Me too. I know, and I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Dave was right. She would have hated it if we gave up now. I don't want to abandon the world that she loved so much. We have to try and save it. It's Neil now, I think. But yeah, I think we owe it to her to try. And she deserves a proper ending too, not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciates that. And you're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got so angry about that bird. We're all trying our best. No, you were right. I should do better. Let's try to do better together then. I'd like that. Good job, you three. That wasn't so hard now, was it? It was very hard. But it was worth it. Thank you for dragging me here, boy. You got it. I've heard you're joining too, boy? Of course I am. What would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insults known to dragonkind at that man. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help you with that? Nah, I think I've got it covered this time. Can't wait to hear your epic battle ballad about it. Oh, you will. Could I have a drink? I think I could use a little of something. Like, some defense maybe. I don't know how else I'll handle this without Tia. I'll try my best to mix up some liquid support. Alright, defense. Let's go ahead and give him some steel tonic. Yeah, this should do. A little bit of dexterity. And a little bit of strength. No, a little bit. Yeah, okay, the infusion. Good. And all the defense. And you got the steel tonic. Order up. It's not quite Ilthia's, but this is my as much defense as I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her in the best way possible. I really needed that. Feeling a bit better? Lots, actually. Julio. Just missing the 2 wizards now. We should wait for them with Fable. And with Fable's biscuits. There's biscuits? He left real quick. I'm glad they picked up some snack duty. Me too. Glad you're okay, big guy. Thank you. Now, come on. Before a voice starts his invictable grand speech without us. Did someone say speech? Nope. This way. I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food. No. I do would go crazy. Probably. Hello, Grace. And Hex. The stars of the show have finally arrived. The voice already here. I don't think we can compete with that. Come on, don't kill my vibe. You spent too much time with Inko. Impossible. Are they all also why you're late? We were busy doing research, okay? Turn out we have a little bit of a problem. You mean besides the crazy necromancer with a god complex and god's weapon trying to kill death? Besides that, yes. Wonderful, what is it? Quasar needs to go through the astral portal in the aperture to reach through it and do his crazy apocalypse thing. We figured he'll be able to use the portal without issue because of Tia, or what's left of her. First he has to get to the aperture somehow. Of course, as a former paladin of Cassiopeia, getting to her portal shouldn't be a problem for him. That's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight because of the transition between Astral Moon and the Dying Moon and all that jazz. Which means we also have to get there very fast, but teleporting to Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. It was weird. Natural magic makes it a hazard for any self-respecting wizard. You're basically guaranteed to teleport yourself into a tree. Even Baya couldn't help. We're a bit stuck. Got any ideas? I'm going to teleport drinks, not people. So not exactly. I'm good at. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have an idea? I do. You do? Yes, but I know you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the innkeeper instead. Hex found. Yep, I kind of figured she was going to go for that. Hopefully, they have figured it out to the point that it's going to be safe. So she doesn't blow herself up, and this is out of coffee, so time for some liquid death. It's water. Relax. Yes. I know it looks like something else. Oh yeah, I got the green screen set up, so it looks kind of wonky. Kind of cool. Anyway, I'm gonna open this up. It's sparkling water. And it's lime flavored. Alright. Weren't exactly that many to remember. Can't wait to try out that soul binding one. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant the teleportation spell. The one that teleport you anywhere? That one. That one that could kill you? I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into Astral Sea. Somewhere close to the portal so that they can find a place very easily. That would be great. No, it wouldn't. Well, Did you miss the part where it could kill you? With my manifestation, it was a whole 30% chance of succeeding without stripping me of all my mana. That's a 70% chance of death. We don't have a lot of options. That is an option. We'll find something else. Another way. And with what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine, sure. I'll cast it then. Don't be silly, you're awful at teleportation, plus it's more stable if the caster stays behind. And you're a much better fighter than I am. They'll need you at the Asper, and I need you alive. I won't be alive if we don't stop him. I know what I'm doing, just trust me. Absolutely not. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it or we don't do it at all. X is right. It's too risky. This is Grace's choice. Let her make it. Considering what happened with Fable, I'm gonna trust Grace. Hopefully it doesn't go bad. This is Grace's choice. Let her make it. She's making stupid choices sometimes. She's too good for this world and it'll kill her. So you'd rather shape her into something she's not? Don't you love her the way she is? More than anything, her heart is what makes her so special. Then let her keep it. If you want to save this world, this is the only way. What's the point of this world? What's the point of this world if it doesn't have you in it? X, that world without me that you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. But it doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone, you treat me like I'm already a ghost. The time we have, it's so short. I know, I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living pretending I'm already dead. You'll have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone. Right now I need you to leave, to love me. I'm so scared, Grace. I don't know what I'll do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone even when I'm gone. It's not the same. I know, but let's focus on what you can do right now while we're still together. We can save the world if you'll only let me live. I guess I can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with a great riddle to trap you with, I'd solve them instantly. Ha! You would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I can help. You don't have to. I want to. Let her be her own person, heck. She deserves this. You'll make it, okay. You'll make it out of this, okay? You have to promise me you'll make it out of this. I promise. And then we'll have a tea party. So many of them. I love you, Gracie. I love you too, Hexy. Alright, I guess if anyone could handle casting a crazy, powerful, probably cursed teleportation spell, it's you. Or the innkeeper, but I guess you're not volunteering. Unless you all want to promptly be transformed into drinks. I couldn't help you. Good thing you've got me then to cast the spell and to keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind to ensure the spell's stability and improves the chance of keeping my promise. Sounds lovely. Would you like a drink to assist you in this matter? No, I think I'd like to keep destiny in my own hands today, but thank you. Let's do this then. Before I change my mind and lock you in a tower, I'd like to see you try. Alright, are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You better keep her well. Hydrate while I'm gone, innkeeper. Will do. Goodbye. See you soon. I don't like saying goodbye. Even when it comes to phone calls, I say later. Because saying goodbye just feels like you're literally saying goodbye. So, see you soon. You count on it. You can count on that. It looks like everyone else is ready to get going as well. So shush and let me concentrate. Well, I wasn't expecting her to cast it right in front of me. You doing good, Grace? Did it work? I think so. They all disappeared. Phew. That was... Oh, dragons, that was close. Felt like all my insides were being pulled out through my nose. But you made it. But we made it. Can't believe I've got the greatest witch of our generation hanging out in my tavern. That's what the best innkeeper of our generation deserves. Speaking of which, can I get a drink? Something that'll make my brain feel like it's melting a little less. Of course, Grace. You can have as many drinks as you want. Do you think making endless drinks might distract us from worrying so much? It might. I'll consider it then, but let's start with one. Let's. Wicked that she actually pulled it off. Alright, let's make it simple. Sparkling noble. A little bit of charisma. Or a medium amount, I should say. And all the intelligence to help her out. And sparkling new bell. Noble. Order up. Emergency anti-brain melting liquid just for you. Thank you. I think my synapses are putting themselves back together. And now, we wait. We wait. Thank you for keeping me company. Anytime. Quincy! Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm Quincy. Grace, nice to meet you. Likewise. What are you two up to? Looks like a whole lot of worrying. Waiting mostly. Mind if I wait with you? No, not at all. Then let us wait together. Army of Friendship. Hell yeah. Alright, so with Act 4, Part 1 and 2 out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's gonna be the end of this episode. So please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you are enjoying this series and would like to see if they succeed on their mission. Alright guys, peace out, and I'll see y'all in the next video.